Hi guys, great to meet you. Welcome. This is your English 1001 welcome video. I'm going to take you through what you need to do in the first week and tell you a little bit about myself, and we can get started with your course as soon as you like. So you can see on my screen, I'm at the College of the Siskiyous homepage. Most of you probably know this, but we are going to be running this course in Canvas, as well as probably most of your others. So all you do is click on Canvas, and up will pop your dashboard. You're going to find your English 1001 course. I, of course, have a few, but you probably just have one. Go ahead and click on that, and you can access our course. Okay, so this is your welcome page. You can read a little bit about the course. My contact info is here. I am Caroline Hopper Scott. I know the syllabus says, or the schedule rather says Hopper, but Scott's my married name. Same person. Your textbooks are down below and your learning outcomes are there. And then here's a brief summary of what you need to do in week one, which I will go over now. Probably the most important thing to do is get your textbooks. If you haven't already, I would recommend buying them and reading the ebooks, so you can just read it from your computer or your phone or wherever you have access. If you want to get the paper copies, please do that as soon as you can, because it'll take a while for them to ship. Right, so Models for Writers, that's our main textbook. We'll be using that for the first part of the course. They Say, I Say, we will use for the research paper we do at the end. So if you want to take a little bit more time getting that, no problem. To access your coursework, you're going to go to modules. So this little sidebar is very useful. You've got your syllabus here, modules, grades. Familiarize yourself with that. If you don't know how Canvas works, modules is where we're going to start. And it will take you to the top, which says Student Area Resources. Okay, so a couple things. This is a Lounge open forum. If you ever need help, or if you ever want to make a friend, or if you need study buddies, this is a place to chat. It's not moderated by me, so that's your space. If you have questions, you can type them there as well, and I'll check that. They Say, I Say, there's a copy of this book. If you just want to read this file online and not buy the book, that's fine. I love this book. It's really a really good tool for research writing. So if you plan to do writing in the future, buy it. Otherwise, you can use this free copy. Here's a lot about MLA format, which is how we will format our papers in the course. Course policies, online communication. So go through all of the student area resources. When you complete them, it'll get a check. You do have to complete at least view all of the pages in the module for it to be considered done. Okay, so just keep that in mind. For your first week, this is the work you'll be doing. Okay, so I've labeled each week. We are in orientation and getting started, week one, and you do need to complete these on time. So there's no late work, so you want to be sure that you are getting the assignments in and that you're not wasting your time trying to turn in late things that won't be accepted. Okay, so first thing, if you want to do it, you can make or update your profile. I've got mine in there. I would love to know a little bit about you. If you want to put a video in there, that's awesome. If you want to put a picture, great. If you just want to tell some fun facts, also great. Our week one readings are under week one assignments and readings. Okay, so you're going to read the overview, which tells you what to do. Writing process is what we're talking about. There's a video to watch, and then your first submission is a discussion. Let's go ahead and click on that. This is writing territories. All right, so I want to know about you, and I specifically want to know what you can talk about, what you can write about, what you like to think about, and this is what we're going to call your writing territories. Little disclaimer, I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old. So if I'm interrupted or if you hear screaming in the background, that's what's going on. Sorry, we're all stuck at home in the same boat. I know a lot of you know what that's like, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so writing territories. You are going to pick, I believe I said 5 to 10 subjects that you would feel comfortable writing about. Okay, so this can be people, places, events. You want to be specific, make it interesting. So the example I gave, you don't want to just say, I like sports. Say, I could write about going to Giants games with my grandfather when I was growing up. I should have capitalized Giants, sorry. If you are specific about this, it's going to help me to get to know you better, and it's also going to help you think about your writing topics a little bit more thoroughly. Okay, so you don't have to do a bunch of those. Oh, I did say 7 to 10. Okay, so 7 would be the minimum for credit. And if you're hard up for ideas on this, think, if I were to open a Twitter account today, what would be my suggested interests? That can be a starting place. What types of social media videos do you like to watch? That can be a starting place. Life experiences, if you have some moments in your life that stand out that you think would make interesting stories, include those if you're comfortable. Okay, after posting your response, which is due Wednesday, you're going to respond to 2 classmates by Friday. So the way you do this, to post your initial, you're just going to click reply to the discussion. And then if you find somebody's who you really think made a cool list, you can reply to them and tell them that. Okay, so basically you're just going to tell a classmate which of the topics they've listed sounds most interesting and why. That's going to kind of give your classmates an idea of what to write about next week. Okay, so initial post Wednesday and respond to 2 peers by Friday. To keep on going in the module, you just click next. You can kind of just scroll through all the pages. MLA style is what you want to learn this week in terms of technical details. Okay, so MLA is the format we're going to use. If you like APA, you can use that as well. Just be consistent in the style that you choose. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say MLA, APA, no problem. All of the info is for you in this module. Okay, sometimes my little Screencastify gets in the way of next, so sorry, I'm going to go back to my modules. All right, so usually every week you're going to have a discussion, you will have a quiz, and you will have a writing assignment. So this week your quiz is going to be on chapter... No, there's no chapter. Sorry, you don't have to read in your models for writers this week. Your quiz is just on the writing process and MLA format. Okay, so that's on all these pages. If you go in order in the modules, you'll have everything you need to pass your quizzes. Be careful that you have a stable internet connection when you start your quiz, because if your internet times out in the middle of the quiz, it counts that as an attempt. I know we're all working in kind of strange environments now, so if that happens to you, email me and I can give you another attempt. It's just kind of a pain in the rear. You do get 2 attempts per quiz and it will take the average. So if you bomb it, take it again, get a perfect score if you possibly can, and it will average those. If you don't want to take it a second time because you do well, you don't have to. The first score will just be your score. Okay, and that is on MLA and the writing process. And then your first assignment is just 300 to 500 words. 500 words is like a single spaced page, so it's not too much. But you're going to tell me who you are as a reader and a writer. Okay, if you want an extra credit, you can make a video, because I don't want to be the only one out here videoing myself. 3 to 5 minute video of you speaking on this question. Okay, so MP4 or YouTube if you want to do a bunch of small ones because you use TikTok or whatever the heck the kids are using today. Go for it. All right, how did you learn to read or write? What has writing been like for you in school? What kinds of writing do you do in life? Okay, all of these are designed to get you thinking about yourself as a writer. We tend to think, oh, I can't write, I don't like writing, but that's totally not true. Maybe you don't like writing in a college classroom or a high school classroom, but I'm sure that each and every one of you is a writer in some regard. And these questions are sort of prompts that can get you thinking about how you do write and what you enjoy. Okay, so go ahead and read that. You're going to upload a file. If you don't know how to upload a file, you're going to need to figure that out with either Google Docs or Microsoft Office, and you're going to upload a doc file. Okay, so that's how you turn this in. Please do not email me because I will not grade them if they're just emailed. Your rubric is, as you can see, just MLA format content. So on this one, it's kind of a freebie. If you meet the word count and you try and you follow MLA format and you're not totally full of grammar errors, you're probably going to get an A. So you're welcome. All right, and I think that takes us to the end of week 1. So it's really great to meet you. I hope that you are surviving this unusual time and that it's not too stressful for you. Let's look at it as an opportunity. We've got, kind of a different perspective on the world. We've got maybe a little bit more time, maybe a little bit more enforced home time, and that can be really good for an online course because it can give you the space that you need to do a good job. If you ever are struggling, please don't hesitate to call me. The resources section is full of places you can go if you need help or struggling. The biggest advice I would give is don't wait till you fall behind in the course. If you feel like you can't do an assignment, shoot me an email right then and I can usually clear it up for you. Don't be afraid. Promise. All right. Thank you. Thank you for taking this course. Thank you for being willing to work hard, and I'm really looking forward to reading what you have to write. Have a great week.